worked. You want to check on your phone if we're live on Facebook? Oh, I think it worked, man. Do you see us live? You see us live on Facebook?
Hold on, I'm gonna check right now.
I think we're live, man. I'm gonna start.
Arthur tagged you in a live on Facebook. Oh, we're live.
Right. I'm gonna start the recording.
Hold on, I'm gonna check right now.
I think we're live, man. You're echoing because you got to turn the other one.
Tagged you in a live. Huh?
I think you're echoing because you got to turn the other one off.
I think you're echoing. Oh, you're just repeating yourself.
Yeah. All right. Ready? This is a podcast. I hope that this gives us an audio and video so I could upload it to the podcast. If not, this won't be a podcast. But as of right,
we need a tech guy.
Dude, this is the tech guy, bro. This is the team.
Yeah,
all right, ready?
The team. All right, let's go.
All right, let me start the recording just in case. Recording, pause, play. Recording. Ready? All right, we are live. Episode number 52. Me and my broski are going to talk about strategies to adjust and pivot in this business environment in the new pandemic. But before we do that, I want to just talk about this. Look at us. We're sipping from our DNA mugs.
I actually have 2 coffee mugs.
You're virtual. It's like we're together. I mean, the question begs to be asked, is this the new world that we're going to live in, bro?
It's not like we're together, but
this is like the next best thing.
This is the next best thing. It's not. It's the world we live in right now.
All right, so episode 50.
Let me help you. All right, we're gonna start like this.
We've already started.
Starting right now. Watch your thoughts, for they become things. Watch your words, for they become actions. Watch your actions, for they become habits. Watch your habits, for they become your character. Watch your character, for it becomes your destiny.
Wow, that was deep. All right, well, with that note, let's just jump right into it. So let's talk about some strategies that people can use to adjust and pivot in their mindset and in their business. So the first point we wanted to talk about today is keeping your mindset strong. So what are you doing to be able to keep your mindset strong? Because I'll be honest with you, I've been reaching out to a lot of clients and a lot of business owners because we have a lot of small business owners that we do business with. And a lot of people are struggling. They're finding a lot of challenges in this environment. So what are you doing to keep your mindset strong?
100%. I think it's tough, but also it's probably been about 3 weeks we've been into this. And the crazy part is that at the end of the day, it's hopefully not forever. But even for me, like the last few days started being like tough. I hate sitting at home. I like being out. So like yesterday I was out doing some showings with my little mask on and gloves on. So that got me excited. I like being out in the world. But what I'm doing when I'm home is I'm working out. I'm having fun. I'm reading lots of books. I'm studying lots of material, creating a lot of content for the company. Obviously doing all kinds of cool stuff, and I'm just staying busy. I'm staying sharp, but it's no different, honestly, than the way I live my life anyway, right? I'm working out all day when I'm home. I'm constantly doing stuff. I'm doing Insanity Max 30. I'm switching things up. I have a basement. I just like work out in the basement. You just got to keep moving, you know? I read books. I learn. I got so much time. I've been cooking different things, simple stuff, but I actually ended up losing 5 pounds. So I guess you don't got to turn into this fat slob when all of a sudden you're home. Wow, look at those guns, huh?
Yeah, I'm getting swollen here. working out 3 of
Can you
days.
see mine through my shirt right now?
Yeah, that thing's bulging.
Oh, what's up, dude? I was curling 40-pound dumbbells today. So
Damn.
anyway,
I was curling 35s. So yeah, so that actually makes me think, or it actually is perfect transition to the second.
and I'm
thing.
still dressing up, because I'm ready to go anytime.
I'm dressing up with my DNA gear today. So
Yeah, you gotta still feel. You gotta make sure you feel good and do a little extra, right? Take care of yourself. Take care of the way you look. Maybe shave, right? Don't just be lazy with
I
yourself.
lined up my beard.
Take care of your hygiene. Every little bit right now helps. Make your bed, right? You put up a post about making your bed.
You watching my posts?
I made my bed today, buddy. Every day, roll out of bed, make the bed.
That leads right into point number 2 that I wanted to talk about today. It's following routines. So I'll talk about myself personally. You love vulnerability, so I'll share this with you. So I haven't been getting up before the pandemic. I usually get up at like 6 o'clock every morning. You know that because I start group checks. But now I've been like, there's no reason to get up because there's just less appointments, and you get so much more free
You don't
time.
have the car ride. You just start right at home,
Yeah, so you have twice as much free time. Like I'm not on the road all day like I usually am from 8 to 8, and I'm not going to the office, which is 40 minutes away, and there's no traffic. So I've been like sleeping in, not late, but I get up at 7, 8, whatever, and then just jump right into it. Like you said, you don't have to do things. So I just remade a commitment, and I said I'm gonna wake up at 6 a.m. every day for the next 30 days, no matter what. Just get up and get out of bed and start my routine earlier. So why is it so important to follow routines, even though you don't really need to have them right now?
I think it's important to follow. First of all, let's get one thing straight. Let's just be brutally honest. I know a lot of people are struggling with finances right now, but most of the time, people weren't struggling with finances because of the pandemic. We had a time when I was in a personal pandemic. I couldn't pay none of my bills for 6 months. I was standing in front of the judge getting evicted. I think it shows you where you are. It's not the end of the world, but what you need to do is get better at living your life. So live the kind of life that no matter what happens, you're going to have a stronger foundation for your personal self, your mindset, and your abilities,
Yeah,
I think that's important.
100%. I think it also taught me that like you can never save enough money and you can never prepare because like 3-4 weeks ago, a month ago, nobody would have ever imagined that we'd be going through something like this. So yeah, absolutely. Anything else you want to touch base when it comes to routines? Like, what are you doing I know you dressed up, you're looking better than when you come into the office. You got the 3-piece. Next, I didn't know we were going to do the 3-piece. Next time I'm wearing.
Look at that. I feel good. You feel good because I'm looking good. Baby.
It's like a professional speaker.
That's right.
Anything else on routines?
I don't know, I'm not a crazy routine person, but I think I naturally have a routine, and you should probably switch it up so you don't get bored, but I roll out of bed, make the bed, might do push-ups. I got a pull-up bar on my thing that I do pull-ups, right? You just gotta, most of the time I end up working out in the morning, right? At least a minimal workout of 25 push-ups, 25 sit-ups, 25 crunches, right? Different things like that you could just get the blood flow going. And then even now more than ever, because I'm home, it's actually kind of good not going out to restaurants. I've become consistent in my eating habits.
Yeah.
Like what I eat, when I eat, because I have full control.
It's getting ripped. You lost 5 more pounds?
I lost 5 pounds. It's unbelievable. I was like, dude, I don't think I changed much, but I guess not going out to eat at restaurants as much seems to be beneficial for me. So you got to find the good and stuff while you're keeping your routine,
You're saving a lot of time. You're saving a lot of money. Point number 3, working on your business instead of in it. I know we had a great business meeting. It was virtual yesterday.
I know. That was long.
Yeah. So we really started working on our business because we had some free time as opposed to working in it. Tell us the difference between the two and how can people take advantage of this opportunity to work on their business?
everybody has more time right now. Everybody has more time right now,
That's a
right?
quote.
Because it's a world thing and everybody should be home. Most people are not going out or going out once a day. I have a lot of friends texting me on Instagram and Facebook Messenger, and we're talking, and they're saying they're only going out once a day or trying not to go out at all or just grocery shopping. That means you got all these hours. All of a sudden, we all have all this time. Now, you decide what you want to do with that time. If you go ahead and start working on your business, sitting down and thinking, because in our business, when it's so busy and you're out running around all the time without slowing down, this is the first time where you and I both can slow down like an hour or 2 hours at a time and talk to each other about the business. So I think you have time. You have time. Use it. Look at what's going on, what you need to do, plan on where you need to go, how you want to be, how do you want this wheel to start turning for you, especially after this is over, because what you do now is going to show up 3 months from now. And if this is over 3 months from now and you weren't doing anything right now, you're going to be in a crappy position.
Absolutely. Don't come out of this thing worse than you got into it. You gotta come out, you gotta be better, whether it's just losing weight or building muscle or getting better at your business and strategizing. If you're not doing stuff that you wanted to do before, because you said you didn't have time, now we know that was just an excuse. If you're still not doing those things that you wanted to do, it's because they're not important to you, right?
And we've heard a lot of studies that it takes approximately 60 or 30 to 60 days, somewhere around like that time frame, to build a habit. Hey man, we already been quarantined for like 3 weeks, more or less, right? It's been like I'm going out periodically, but it seems like there's less and less and less and less people outside.
Definitely. And then we lost you. Your poor internet connection. All right. David is no longer with us. Maybe he'll be coming back. David's frozen on the screen. So let's just jump into the next. Are you there? Are you back? You froze.
Come on, man.
Your bandwidth internet connection keeps saying it's low. We're gonna upgrade you.
Maybe I should turn off my Wi-Fi. Yeah, does my company pay for my internet, by the way?
We should.
What the heck?
All right, let's keep rolling with the punches. That's the beautiful thing about technology. Point number 4 is one that you wanted to bring up, and it's making adjustments. And then you had a sub point, really watching your numbers. So let's dive into that. How can you make adjustments in this crazy market? And what do you mean by watch your numbers?
So this is pertaining to business. A lot of things are slowing down right now, right? If you're not making money and you're still spending a crazy amount of money and you don't have reserves, or those reserves might be getting depleted to a certain, like level, what you want to do is probably take a look at everything, take a look at all your expenses line by line, and literally not just look at what you think you spend. Go through your bank account and take a look at every single line item and see what's coming out of your bank account. And if you see anything that seems unnecessary, you should now would be the time to make those adjustments.
Yeah. And I think watching your numbers is super important. We did it in our business. After we had that great business meeting, I did it in my personal life. I'm like, I have a gym membership to Planet Fitness. I don't even go there no more. So like some things I could cut out, eating out, all those things. But I think watching your numbers also means like what Jim Rohn said, right? Like watching your weight, watching your food intake, watching your money, your investments, all those key metrics that you think are important. You got to pay attention, because the more you pay attention, the more it will make a big difference in the long term, compounded over a very, very long period of time. All right. And at point number 5, let's wrap it up with finding ways to win. I know for us personally, they deemed real estate as essential employees, which I think is huge. And I think they are, because what most people don't realize, it's not just about like showing houses. There could be a mother with kids going through a divorce and she's in a bad situation. like that's essential. That woman needs to get out and get into a different house, right?
Right.
So
Right.
there, I know we're not nurses and doctors, but there is a reason why they deemed real estate essential.
It could be like somebody's lease ended, they gotta go, and it's already been coming to an end right before this started, and they need to find a house to live in or a new place. It could be like somebody got divorced and they can't live in the state. Like it's just a lot going on, and houses are still selling. So
Yeah. So speaking of that, like for
essential. I
that,
like that real estate's essential. I actually think it's a big deal, and it's very true.
I agree with that. And speaking of that, so that's talking about us. But now for other people, they may not be essential. So their business is completely shut down. So how can they find ways to win and optimize their performance in this market? Should they be looking for other businesses, other ways to make money? Like what are ways people can find ways to win in this crazy environment?
Hopefully, you have some money put away if your business is completely shut down. That's scary. I think not having money it just makes your mind go to such a level that is unimaginable, and it's very hard to even do any of the things we're talking about. So hopefully you have some money put away. But if not, I think number one is don't be afraid to ask for help, right? You can always make it right later. And there's plenty of people that are willing to help. I just saw there might be like a website up where the government's giving out money. I saw that there some, I don't know if it was New York or something, where you might not have to pay rent for you won't get evicted for not paying rent for the next 2 to 3 months,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Your mortgage might be able to not be paid, or they'll tack it on to the end of your mortgage for 3 months or 2 months. So you got to research and look into that stuff and apply for those grants and loans. And then if you might be able to ask your friends and family for help if you truly need help. I've never been a type to ever ask for help, but if you need it, I think you should ask. I think that's important.
Yeah.
And outside of that, what can you do? I'm a big believer in learning. Now's the time to say, what can I learn? What can I study that when I get back into business, I can make my business double, triple, quadruple than what I thought it could do? What do I have to learn now? Who's doing my business really successfully? Who do I have to talk to? What material do I have to study? Because if you have time to educate yourself. And there's no better investment than investing in yourself. And the beautiful thing is, most of the knowledge that's really incredible out there, you could probably find it online for very short money, or really inexpensive, or even a lot of free content from people that are actually successful in certain things. So
Absolutely. And I got one more idea too. I think diversification right now can be key. Like for us, we make our living by helping buyers buy homes, sellers sell homes, and investors invest in real estate. And if that slows down, that will, obviously impact our bottom line. But what we also did as this coronavirus started to turn out is we turned up our property management business. And now we're focusing on that because it's another way to add value. People still need their properties managed, and we're full blasting on that business right now and expanding it so that we could have some diversification. And I think for you and your business, no matter what it is, you could think about, maybe you're going into online sales, or maybe you can use your skill set to add value in other ways to make money instead of just, sitting homes. You got to find ways to win in this economy. All right, my brother, anything else you want to mention, talk about, adjust, pivot? Any strategies to adjust and pivot in business? Any final thoughts?
to adjust and pivot in business, any final thoughts? What do you got? How about you give us something?
I just wrapped up with my final thoughts. Expand, open up other businesses. Use your skill set to start different strategies to expand your business. What do you got?
Oh, how about this quote? If
You
your
got a quote?
ship doesn't come in, swim out and meet it.
Wow, that was deep. You got the moleskin for us today or what?
No, the moleskin's at the office. I was there yesterday, but I usually don't take it out of the office. So that's just where it is. However, I think right now is the time to maybe even do a little bit of planning and decide how you want to really live your life. It's a good time to sit down. I feel like it's incredibly crazy that the whole world is dealing with this at the same time. So it's almost like we're all on an even playing field, right? Doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have. We're all kind of like don't know what to do and everybody's scared and everybody's in danger, right?
Yeah.
So you have some time to sit down and plan your life out, set some goals for the rest of this year, because I believe most of us are going to make it out alive, and life's going to go on. And then what you'll be able to say, oh, remember that one, little couple month period where we had that crazy pandemic. And I think that what you want to do is basically just take your time and figure out your schedule for the rest of the year, because you just had some time taken away from you, and you're going to have to go harder for the rest of the year to hit your goals, to accomplish some things, maybe travel more, take more weekend trips, go away more, do stuff, set those goals. Let's go, have fun. Don't forget to smile.
All right. Awesome, man. So thanks for hopping on this call, this podcast. I think it's going to be a great episode.
You want to give me a hug, buddy?
You want to do like a virtual hug?
Yeah. Come in. Bring it in, buddy. Bring it tight. Oh my boy.
All right. So the Modern American Dream Podcast, episode 52. I think we have over 5,000 listeners now. It's crazy.
Wow. I can't believe we're on episode 52, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So let's keep it going. Hopefully it helps a person or two. And, if you guys want to leave feedback, comments, leave a review, and follow us on social media.
All right. Goodbye.
All right. Signing off.